Welcome. So in here, I'm going to show you some of the aspects on the left side bar. I'm inside of my course here that I use for my students. You can see I've got a couple things added in here, but we'll get to that later. So right here is all the material. So these are all the materials that I have for the class. Things that they can see right here with the white. Things that have the shaded in gray are things content that and materials I've created for the class, but the students cannot see. We'll talk about published and unpublished later. Then over here I have updates um, as it works. I can post an update. Hey, your journal is due. You know you have a journal inspection this Thursday at 2 o'clock. So I can go in and then I can post an update for them. Grade book. We're not going to get into this a whole lot. Links on your grade book are going to be um, go through PowerSchool anyway. You can see it's already got my kids in there. And then right here, I can go ahead and do my grade setup. So yes, I want it out of 100. Yes, it's going to be for us. It's numeric because we're second grade, but some of your older ones um, you'll be a letter system. And then right here, it shows where I can go in and I can change it around, calculate final grades, control grading columns in the grade book, because you do have your grade book on here with your assessments. However, I'm not going to go in and change any of this because my kids don't really take anything on here. But if they do, this is where you would do it. You would grade set up. Now, this only does it for this course, though. Once I go in and I set up my grade book, that is simply for my homeroom section 22, or it could be for AP US History. You would have to go in and set up each individual grade book. It does help save some time, but if you're putting in your own quizzes and tests and stuff inside here, it grades it for you anyway, and then you can just take the grade and manually punch it in if you chose to. So it does save a little bit of time, but when it messes up, it is a headache. Then over here you have mastery, how kids are working towards mastery, their achievement level, and you can see we haven't done any learning objectives with that. Badges, same thing. Do they have? We do most of ours through Class Dojo. Hey, you did a great job doing your homework, and then that certain person would get a badge. And then attendance. You could do attendance through here. It's probably going to be more for your it's going to be more for your high school and stuff like high school, because we do our attendance for our kids um, in the morning through PowerSchool, and on this, you may want to do it each period. So if you're in high school or middle school, somebody comes in late, you may want to mark a tardy or a late on here. So this can kind of keep up with your tardies and lates. But I would say this is more for middle school, high school purposes than it is for elementary school purposes. Then you have your members. Your members are everybody you've seen here. List of my kids. You can see they can have their own avatar picture in there. But you can go in here and you can look at their user profile. I'm not going to do any of that because of privacy, but you can go in and you can find that stuff. Analytics. Go in and I can see who was on today. Yep, all these people were in. This person wasn't in today. This person wasn't in today. And this person wasn't in today. She hasn't been in for almost a month now. So she's one that I'm going to need to look at to help with that. But everybody else is doing their work today, which looks great. So I'm going to go back to homeroom. And then you have PowerSchool that's linked to it. Workload planning, I don't really fool with. Conferences, if you want to hold conferences. And then you have SchoolTube and StudyMate. So I hope this helps you out with some of your materials. Thanks.